All right, welcome to another episode from the Chart Readers. We are continuing our AI sector review, looking at Palantir, AMST, as well as AMD. I think I'll have time for all three. Look, I feel like I'm going to be a little bit of a broken record here, but I swear, I genuinely believe Palantir is going to be a solid company one day. That said, I hate, I hate horizontal moving average clusters, all right? And obviously, we'll talk about the details shortly, but I'm telling you, there is no stock. I don't care how solid they are. Like, this is hard to break. It messes with penny stocks. It messes with these big boy, like blue chip stocks, big girl blue chip stocks, right? Like, I don't care if you're in the middle, at the top, or in the bottom. Like, I hate trading stocks that are in these, all right? So, again, we'll get into the details shortly, but can you tell what I think about these? No. Real quick, what are we going to do? Same thing we always do, right? We're going to take a look at the daily and the weekly to see how this thing is setting up short term. We have our 5 moving averages, these horizontal support and resistance lines that I do draw manually myself. And then when we're done up here, we'll use the MACD, RSI, and volume as our lower indicators. Hey, really quickly, if you can please like, subscribe, share, comment. Anything you can do to the video really does help with the YouTube algorithms. But hey, I swear, just being here and giving me your time is beyond appreciated, all right? Look, again, there's not too much to say here. However, this is really scary. That's been a substantial 3 candles, right? And they don't look big in statute, like it's not something like this. But that again, the low of the day has to be, yeah, look at that. The low of the day was 872. The close was 873. For the most part, the entire day they were selling this. From there, we gap down to under the 8, then close under the 8, and then gap down again, skipping the 20, just over the 50, and obviously losing the 50 as well. Like, we have now lost 3 moving averages really quickly. Yesterday we lost 2 in a single day. I always say it, if you break 2 or more on a single day, I want good confirmation. I'm really afraid we're gonna get good confirmation, and that's gonna mean coming around to like $8 tomorrow. So just a very drastic turn on the MACD. RSI is definitely, I would say, kind of the worst it's been. That's kind of an ugly, scary one right there. And that one was below all the moving averages. So, hey, it's at least survived it before RSI wise. But man, that's just scary. On top of, again, just anything can happen in these. And I've always said it, you need this like wild monster confirmation. And really, it might be this. Like, I think it really needs to get to this like 920, 925 number before it really takes off. I obviously think 971 is a more important line. That's why I do have that there. Um, I think it might be worth drawing it just to have it. It's a little closer to that 71 that I want. I'm not going to draw it. I'm really sorry, team, but um, yeah, it's just, and really, you can almost even say that this $9 one, that's a little bit more in the middle right there. But again, like I do think it is this channel of two. And end of the day, until we confidently go up or violently go down, I believe we're just going to keep oscillating on these bad boys. So not too much more I can say. Again, the weekly was just in such a tight place. And yeah, if you're gonna break the 2, obviously I want you to go up. It looks like it's about to lose the 2, right? Depending on how Friday goes. And what are you down here? 7,766. Where is that compared to this? Damn, 768. Oh man, like it seems like this is the next stop, and then it's just a matter of, can we at least bounce on this and go up. But Palantir definitely looking really scary. Actually, be careful here. Um, Excuse me, AMST. So I'll be honest, I know how this one looks already. So this one did make a really nice couple moves since making the video. So I will at least say there was money to be made here if you made it, okay? Unfortunately, I mean, you can see it. This line right here was a resistance, right? Like, we never even open above it. Obviously, a couple wicks happened, but if you watch my videos, you know I really don't care about the wicks. I really don't, right? That either means someone was foolish up here or someone was really smart and made some money. I don't care about these anomalies, right? I care about just the general action. So body over wicks, but you can see it. Nothing crosses that 482 line, right? And where are we now? We're kind of where Palantir is. We had a couple attempts at like this monster escape. Couldn't do it though. And yeah, we're now back in the lines. We've now lost these two. It kind of seems like this might be coming down here into the lower 330s, right? So I like the golden cross there. Don't get me wrong. It's obviously a good thing that that's there, but I'm just seeing all five getting really tight more than I'm seeing any sort of golden cross happiness. You know what I mean? So in a lot of ways, AMST and PLTR, though they are very, very different companies, I genuinely have absolutely no idea about this one. Palantir, I mean, the founder was part of the PayPal army, right? Like, come on, you can't compare them in any way, shape, or form. However, this sucks. All right. So, yeah, horizontal moving average clusters. I'm telling you, I personally would much rather have my money somewhere else and just wait. Just either let me know when it flies up and then we'll ride the next channel. Do I have the line above 482? I don't. I guess here. Yeah, I think that's where we're gonna draw it. This is the daily, right? Yeah. That's pretty much the next plateau. I would much rather trade in between these two. It's not a wild amount of money, but it's not that bad. You're basically adding a dollar on five, right? It's about a 20% swing, give or take. Um, I'd rather trade here than really any of this noise. Because, yeah, maybe you can set an alert for like this 50% candle roughly at 420. But yeah, this 480 has really, really shown it's a tough line, right? And it's about a 10%. You're getting a little more than 40 cents right there. But again, yeah, I would very much just rather break that. The weekly, I have to imagine, yeah, it looks almost exactly like Palantir actually. This same like cluster of three was on Palantir. It's the same one here. So again, clusters suck. I really don't care how good or bad the stock is. Clusters of moving averages suck. AMD, okay, and it's funny because Nvidia really did well with the 20, like this played out how I really expected Nvidia did. And again, I think it's just really showing the strength of Nvidia versus AMD versus AI. Like again, I kind of have the three of them in the same boat, you know what I mean? But yeah, what I'm really doing with these AI stocks is I'm kind of trying to tier them, right? And look, I'm not saying that I'm tiering them the correct way or the best way, you know what I mean? But that's kind of how I generally play. When there's a sector I like, I find the stocks that are in there and you got to rank them cuz look, I don't got enough money to put in like in all the stocks, right? Like that's stupid. That you don't want to spread yourself too thin and like not move well. You generally want to find the best ones and attack. Once those calm down, find the ones that are the best and attack those. You know what I mean? So AMD is clearly not doing what Nvidia want. Like it is. And they both had pretty much this exact same setup on last week. I'll actually quickly flash it real quick. NVDA. Like you can see it this time last week, they're both under both lines. They're both red. Nvidia holds and goes up. AMD, right, loses it and goes down. So just it's again, I like looking at sectors to see who's the best, and this is one way of doing it. And look, this 50 has done a really good job. It really has. But I'm gonna say the same thing I said on that Nvidia chart. Comp Nasdaq. Nasdaq's looking a little scary. All right, that's not a great MACD. That's not a great RSI. Volume's actually getting a little lower than it was. Like the line used to be like up here, right? Now it's definitely under that. So, you know, if this goes down, it's going to be really hard to expect this not to go down as well. And look, this is essentially a green, red, right? So, and that's kind of where the plateau is as well. So just kind of be careful here, I would say, right? But yeah, it kind of seems like this might be going from 90 to 80. Exact same thing with NVIDIA, and I'm going to show it just one more time because I'm kind of flashing it quickly. Oh, was it not NVIDIA? Was it AI? Maybe it was AI. Yeah. AI has these two lines right there. AMD has these two lines right there. I genuinely believe these two lines should hold. Ideally, the blue one holds and we never even touch the purple one. But these are the two biggest lines. As hard as it is to break up and crack them up, it should be that hard to break down and hopefully you actually hit them and bounce up. So Yeah, looking a little scary that we'll lose the 50. I genuinely don't think we'll lose both of them, but obviously, if we get closer to here, we'll reevaluate as we get there, right? But yeah, this single line obviously does not have the strength of two together, let alone the two biggest ones, right? But yeah, again, still looking a little scary for sure, and we're very, very close to slipping into the negative. It's actually been a pretty good while since AMD, and you can see it was more of a break the negative thing that actually helped this run go. So might be a little scary if we break into the negative. What does this guy look like? We're actually under the 8 right now. It's a doji, so that might mean next week we'll be telling, and look, there's a lot of reason to believe we're going to come to 86 right here, right? And at that point, I mean, that's not that far off from this 80 right here. What number is this? Are you 85? Yeah, 86. I can see this hopefully trying to help, but yeah, I actually think that's a little more realistic. So a little scary here, but again, hopefully the moving averages do their job, make a couple catches, and then we bounce accordingly, right? So hey, just my opinions. Let me know what you think. Otherwise, I appreciate your time.